Good evening. It's Wednesday, August 17th, 2022, and welcome to the Town of Carmel Town Board voting meeting. After this meeting, we have our regular work session. I'm calling this meeting to order, and I'm asking our town clerk, Ann Spofford, to call an attendance roll call, please.
Councilman Baranowski is absent for the record. Councilman Lombardi? Councilwoman McDonough? Yes. Councilman Shannell?
Here.
Supervisor Kazari?
Here. If everyone would please rise and face the flag, Councilwoman McDonough will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to
The flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence to remember all of the men and women who are fighting for our freedom. Thank you.
Thank you. So we'll begin with public comments. Any town-related business, you'll have a limit of 5 minutes. And that is for town residents, property owners, business owners only. All right, seeing that no one is able to get up. That's all right. So everyone has read the minutes from July 2022. Can I get a motion to accept those minutes?
So moved. Second, whatever you want. Thank you.
Lombardi and McDonough. All in favor? Aye. Aye. All right, so that's passed. Resolution number 1 is making reappointment to the Town of Carmel Board of Assessment Review. Councilman Lombardi, would you read that?
Resolve the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby reappoints Francis J. Monaco to the Town of Carmel Board of Assessment Review for a term commencing October 1, 2020 and expiring September 30th, 2027. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Shannell and McDonough. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Resolution 1 passed. Resolution number 2, it's establishing employment anniversary date. Councilman Channel, please.
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby revises the date of hire and/or anniversary date for employee number 2855 from 8/1/2022 to 1/7/2022 for all purposes, including but not limited to credit in the New York State and local retirement system. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Can we have a roll call vote, please?
Councilman Lombardi? Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Shannell?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes. Resolution passed. Number 3 is resolution declaring certain equipment obsolete and authorizing disposal. Resolved that upon the recommendation of Town of Carmel Police Sergeant Stephen McCabe in his memo dated July 29th, 2022, which is attached hereto and made a part thereof, the town board hereby declares the said equipment to be obsolete and hereby authorizes its disposal in accordance with town law, including but not limited to disposal pursuant to Town Law 64-2A. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by McDonough and Shannell. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, number 3 passed. Resolution number 4, resolution authorizing request for proposals pursuant to Property Maintenance Law, Chapter 114. Councilwoman McDonough, would you?
Sure. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, in accordance with Chapters 114 of the Town of Carmel Town Code titled Property Maintenance, hereby authorizes Town of Carmel Director of Codes Enforcement, Michael Carnazza, to solicit and request proposals for the cleanup and correction of town code violations existing for the property located at 11 Meadow Drive, Carmel, New York. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Can we have a roll call vote, please?
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Shannell?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, resolution 4 passed. Resolution number 5, resolution waiving park rental fees in reference to applications of the Prevention Council of Putnam and United for Troops. Councilman Lombardi, would you read that?
Resolved that the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby authorizes the waiving of park rental permit fees in reference to the application of Prevention Council of Putnam International Overdose Awareness Day on August 31, 2020 at Chamber Park, and be it further resolved, the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby authorizes the waiving of a park rental fee in reference to the application for United for the Troops honoring our Heroes Night on September 9, 2022 at Chamber Park. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Channel. Can we have a roll call vote on that?
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Channel.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, Resolution 5 passed. Number 6, resolution in support of Commission of Traffic Studies, New York State Department of Transportation, speed reduction, New York State Route 6 and South Lake Boulevard. Councilman Channel, please.
Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby supports the commission of a study by New York State Department of Transportation for the purpose of establishing speed reduction to 35 miles per hour in the vicinity of 493 New York State Route 6, Mahopac, New York, and be it further resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby supports the commission of a study by the New York State Department of Transportation for the purpose of establishing speed reduction to 25 miles per hour in the vicinity of South Lake Boulevard, Mahopac, New York, and be it further resolved that the Town Supervisor, Michael Kazari, is hereby authorized to transmit a copy of this resolution to New York State Department of Transportation immediately. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by McDonough and Lombardi. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Resolution 6 passed. Resolution number 7, resolution in support of Commission of Traffic Studies, Putnam County Highways and Facilities, speed reduction, North, East, and West Lake Boulevards, Mahopac, New York. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby supports the commission of a study by the Putnam County Highways and Facilities for the purpose of establishing speed reduction to 25 miles an hour in the vicinity of North, East, and West Lake Boulevards, Mahopac, New York, and be it further resolved, the Town Supervisor, Michael Kazari, is hereby authorized to transmit a copy of this resolution to Putnam County Highways and Facilities immediately. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Channel and McDonough. All those in favor?
Aye.
Number 7 passed. Resolution number 8, a resolution accepting renewal of contract for landscaping and maintenance services, Town of Carmel landfill. Councilwoman McDonough?
Sure, whereas Town Engineer Richard Franzetti has solicited proposals for the performance of landscaping maintenance services for the Town of Carmel landfill. And now therefore be it resolved that the Town of Carmel Town Board hereby accepts the renewal of contract of Cavello Landscaping, Carmel, New York, for the performance, landscaping, and maintenance services for the Town of Carmel landfill for a 3-year term, 2023, 2024, and 2025, at an annual cost not to exceed $13,000. Be it further resolved that upon presentation of insurance certificates in form acceptable to Town Council, Town Supervisor Michael Kazari is hereby authorized to execute any and all documentation required to formalize the acceptance of said contract on the terms authorized herein. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Channel. Can we have a roll call vote, please?
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Channel.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, Resolution 8 passed. Resolution number 9, a resolution authorizing budget revisions. Councilman Lombardi, please.
Whereas the Town Controller, Marion Maxwell, had reviewed the proposed budget revisions for the period ending July 31, 2022 with the Board, which are detailed and explained in the attached budget revision scheduled 2022-03. Now therefore be it resolved, the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby authorizes and ratifies the final budget modifications/revisions for the period ending July 31, 2022, as shown itemized on Schedule 2022-3, which is attached hereto, incorporated herein, and made part hereof. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Can we have a roll call vote?
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Channel.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, resolution number 9 passed. Resolution number 10, resolution acknowledging emergency repairs service, Carmel Water and Sewer Districts. Councilman Shannell?
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, acting as commissioners of the various water and sewer districts of the Town of Carmel, hereby acknowledges the emergency performance of water and sewer district collection system/distribution system and treatment facility repairs as fully detailed in a memorandum of Town Engineer Richard J. Franzetti, P.E., to the Town Board dated August 8, 2022, as attached hereto and made a part hereof. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Can we have a roll call vote on that?
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough. Yes. Councilman Shannell.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, Resolution 10 passed. So just some quick announcements from me. This Saturday, August 20th, Assemblyman Kevin Byrne is doing Trailblazing with Kevin. It's a meet and greet at the Mahopac Library, 668 Route 6 at 9:45 a.m. And then at 10:45, they're going to walk out to the Mount Hope Road trailhead across from the library and, look at the trail. The idea is to discuss the beauty and of the trailways and get the residents' thoughts and concerns about how they could improve the area, Mahopac, Carmel, and I guess Putnam County. We have honoring our Heroes Night, remembering 9/11, may we never forget. That's going to be Friday, September 9th, 7 p.m. at Mahopac Chamber Park. It will be Pastor Andrew from the Mount Carmel Baptist Church and also United for the Troops. Our second e-waste drop-off day will be Saturday, September 17th. Remember, we're doing this in partnership with the town of Kent. The first one was up there. That will be at the Michael Geary Inline Memorial Roller Rink, parking lot on Route 6 across from the Hopac Firehouse. That's 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., September 17th. Open to all Carmel residents, which, most of you realize is Mahopac Falls, and Carmel, and it's also Lake Carmel and Kent because we're participating with them. And Putnam County is having their hazardous waste drop-off day. That's in October 15th at 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. That's going to be Fawnstock State Park up off of Route 301 in Kent. And you can get more information on both our e-waste and the Putnam County thing on the websites respectively. Councilman Lombardi, you have
Nope.
a motion to adjourn our voting meeting.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So a motion to open the work session.
So moved.
Councilman McDonough, second. Lombardi, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and have a good night.
You too.
All right, so on our work session, there are 3 items. The first one, my Chief of Staff, Ann Pasquarello, consider request to amend and adopt revisions to the Town of Carmel Employee Handbook.
Good evening, Board. On July 29th, Governor Hochul had signed into law a new requirement for the New York State sexual harassment policy, which the town has and adopted. Our Labor Council, as well as our insurance carrier, had notified us that we have to update our handbook. With that being said, our Labor Council reviewed some other amendments, some minor amendments that were to be changed, and you all have them in front of you. Changes to the employee handbook, section 409 now states that reviews will be conducted no less than once per year, as opposed to no more than once per year. Section 706, the mortgage tax wage supplement, was removed. Our town controller told us this no longer is used and was stopped in 2020 with final possible wage supplement paid in April of 2021. And it was also removed from any of the collective bargaining agreement contracts, the union contracts, when they were ratified. Section 804 now permits personal leave time to be used in 1-hour increments as opposed to 4-hour. Section 806 now states that employees who are not covered by collective bargaining agreement and elected officials who are hired before 1/1/14 will not be required to contribute for health insurance premiums, while others will have their amounts set by resolution, with contributions made via payroll deductions. Section 807 contains modified language for buyout bonuses as a single lump sum, an example as the current method. Section 808 now simply says employees will continue to pay their current premiums upon retirement. Because of our changes to Section 806, this means that any employee hired before 1/1/14 who are not covered by a collective bargaining agreement will not have to contribute in retirement. Section 903 include the external reporting avenues per the New York State sexual harassment law, as Governor Hochul had mandated us. Those are all before you, and asking that this be amended and adopted at the September 7th voting meeting.
Thank you very much. Does anyone have any questions or comments? The second item on the work session is Michael Simone, Highway Superintendent, request authorization of emergency purchases for service parts and labor. We have a memo from the Highway Superintendent dated August 10th, 2022, request to pay for emergency purchases. He was requesting from a vendor, Stronghold Industries. The date of the purchase was July 26th. It's the amount of $14,569.01. It's service parts and labor to a boom tree truck number 53. The reason for the purchase was they could not make the repairs in the shop. He has attached the invoices with descriptions of what was done to the crane and all that. If nobody has any comments on that, we'll put that off for a resolution, please. And now, our third and last item on the work session is James Gilchrist, Director of Recreation and Parks. Consider accepting proposal for the purchase of playground equipment, Town of Carmel Airport Park.
Sure.
Jim?
Good evening. I'm doing a follow-up. Earlier this year, I presented a playground for the airport park, this is the same playground. And we proposed purchasing it off of a Sourcewell contract, which is piggybacking it off of the New York State contract. We did a lot of research on that, and based on the size of the playground that we're going to be installing and the anticipated labor costs that would be involved with the New York State prevailing wage, we would be over the like a public works contract amount of money. So the recommendation would be to purchase the equipment off the New York State contract, which we have here, and we have the 2 storage units up at the airport park. We get all the metal and all the small boxes into the storage containers, and we put the slides and the large plastic pieces on the side of that, and get all the equipment on site, and put this installation job out as a public work bid, which I would work through with the engineering department, similar to what we did up at Camarda Park for the pavilion that was installed. We bought that pavilion and had it bid out as an installation, and it was also done at Secor for the pavilion down there also. So we looked at all different avenues, and based on the prevailing wage rate, we anticipate the labor costs would be above, say, $36,000, which some of the other communities that have done it through Westchester and its surrounding towns were lower labor numbers with prevailing wage, but this number would be too high, and it brings us up with our procurement policy up into that the public works contract area, which is a different cost amount. So,
Thank you. Can we use BidNet, please, when we also put it out on BidNet?
oh well, no, definitely. So what's going to happen is when we bid this out, we will have, you're going to have certain parameters in there for instance, you're not just going to have a landscaper install this or a bridge builder. You'll have somebody with experience installing playgrounds. There'll be certifications. You'll be a certified playground installer. So when this is done, it's got to be signed off that this was installed by a certified playground installer. So
Okay.
it'll be a narrow pool there. But there are, we definitely use BidNet for something like this. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Take them to send it out, like to ship it out? Like, what is the timing?
So earlier this year, we were really trying to push, we were trying to get it in. So for instance, if we ordered, if I'll give a number, if we ordered it, say, mid-January, we were trying to get everything by the end of May, get it installed before, before 4th of July. Just your push. Now things are slowing down. The equipment now is in, because supply chain issues earlier this year were really, really rough. The equipment now, the supply, everything is starting to get stocked. So we're looking at probably a month by the time we order this equipment to get everything in. So this would be a winter installation, which is perfect because you're not going to have the kids up there playing. You can have, when you bid this out, you can have it as an open, 3-month window to have it installed. You're not going to have to worry about trying to get it in before soccer season or, so we could try to get it done, sometime during the winter or early spring.
Okay,
And it's in an area too that we can actually, safety fence it off. It's not in an active playing area. People are going to be going around it to get to the soccer fields.
yep. Perfect, thank you.
Now this is just one piece of the puzzle. Then we're going to have, seating, fencing, and other things that are going to be going in after. And the Recreation Committee has not finalized the safety surfacing yet.
Yeah,
We're still trying to figure out the best avenue on that. The costs right now with the oil and the fuel costs, very, very expensive right now for
crazy.
port-in-place costs. So hopefully they're going to start coming down a little bit. But that all can be figured out over the next couple months, and that could be part of the installation of the playground. We might want to have that as part of that bid package. That might be the way to go with that. So.
perfect, thank you.
Okay. And then just to update the board also, we started about 2 days ago on the basketball tennis courts. They've laid out they're doing the crack repair, the surface repair. So we're trying to get that done before the beginning of September. So that they're rolling out the fiberglass netting, the netting out on there, and they'll start recoating those courts. So if you get
And
any,
who's inspecting that as it goes?
the engineering department will be involved with that.
And I guess preferably before the leaves start falling.
Yeah, yeah, and we have our fall classes that'll be starting up mid-September. So they're doing an excellent job so far.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Jimmy.
Thanks, Jim.
So does anyone have comments? No.
No,
So
thanks.
I guess prepare a resolution, please, sir. We're going to be adjourning from executive session. We've got one item currently. It will be with special counsel on litigation. Our contractual issue has canceled out. So can I get a motion to go into executive
So
session?
moved.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Good night, everybody.
Good
We'll
night,
see you September 7th.